Hello everybody, today I am reviewing the action short film Ramel Carter, which is directed by Chris H. Green, starring Louis Pizzle, who is also the writer of this, as Ramel Carter, and then a bunch of other people. Chris, who is also the director, is Alex Riley in this. I said a bunch of other people, which is there's a lot of people, there's a lot of fighting happening in this, and this is a really great short film. A really, really great short film. This came out in November 2018. And I have just got round to watching it. This is a low-budget short film, but it's one that has better fight scenes than a lot of Hollywood movies. If you look at films like Taken 2 and Taken 3, they have this horrible fight scenes where it's just jump cuts and about 13 cuts in one punch. This is perfectly shot fight scenes. The choreography of the fight scenes is incredible. The story of this film is that Ramel Carter is a bodyguard of a scientist. That scientist, well, the doctor scientist, dies, and now some people want to get hold of the documents that were left to Ramel Carter, and they're going to do whatever it takes, including taking Ramel's wife. We have seen this story many times before. You know, someone's wife gets taken, they've got to go up against a load of people to get back their wife. It's taken in many ways, but this does it brilliantly. This is a really fun time. There's one little thing at the opening where the sound is a bit off. I'm not going to lay into this film because I think this is a great film. I'm not going to be horrible about it, but I'm just saying that the sound's a bit off. You can tell that there's some noise and that gets taken out. There's a little bit of weird editing at one point, but apart from those things, that's my only problems with the whole film. The acting is really good, and like I said, for a low-budget film, the fight scenes blew me away because there's a lot of bone breaking, and there's also there's parts where there's guns in this, and the effects that are used really well, and all the fights actually look very natural, where it actually looks like a real fight is happening. The sound effects for the fights flow brilliantly, and I am just saying brilliantly and all other words about this film. Ramel Carter is a film that I think you definitely need to check out. You can tell it's influenced by a lot of other martial arts films and recent films like The Raid, but it's its own thing as well. It's a really fun action film. I've watched a lot of short films, and you know, you have these low budget short films that sometimes are really, really bad, but Ramel Carter is one that I was very, very surprised by, one that amazed me with these people that you can tell they are really giving it the most with how they're doing the fights they do, and the acting comes across very well throughout the whole film. I don't think there was really any part of bad acting in this, because sometimes you have low budget films where the acting is not that great, but in this, Louis Pizzle as Ramel Carter, stand out. He's really good, very believable in his character, and this is left on something, and I'm really hoping there's a sequel to this. I'm really hoping that they do carry on this story, because the ending left me wanting to see more of this character, of Ramel Carter, wanting him to see fighting people, breaking people's legs, because there is one fight scene where an elbow goes to a leg and breaks a leg, and it's done brilliantly. I keep saying brilliantly. Stop saying brilliantly so much, Luke. Okay? I've watched a lot of short films, but this is one that surprised me a lot, because it's a really good action short film. And the fights I will compare them to, if you look at The Raid and The Raid 2, and you look at how well choreographed those fights are. If you think of the final fight in The Raid, where they're in just that one room fighting, and if you think of the kitchen scene from The Raid 2, this is on level with those fights. You can tell that these are people that know exactly what they're doing. There's all parts where they grab each other and just do rolls and flips, and looks like they're properly kicking each other. If you like those films like The Raid, then this is a short film that you should definitely check out. I'm going to leave the link for it in the description down below. Let's get a 4 out of 5 from me. Not a complete 5 because of those sort of little problems I had with the sound at the beginning. But you know, this is things that happen with low budget films. These are things that happen. But apart from that, it's a very well put together film with incredible fight scenes, a story that you can invest in, and a film that you should definitely check out. So links down below, check it out, and tell me what you thought. If you've seen the short film, tell me if you enjoyed it, and all those other fun things, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Goodbye.